Sports to the bone family. Ah boy, tough day, tough day, tough day. Still gonna have to talk about it. Still gonna have to talk about it, my viewers and subscribers. Welcome back to another live show. Hope you guys are doing okay. Hope you are enjoying the Sunday so far. I know that earlier today, probably you guys were not into it so much because of how that T20 game between West Indies and South Africa went. I myself, um, I myself didn't even come and advertise that much that we are going to do this live because of how the game went. So I'm not too sure how many people are aware that we are doing this live. So what I'm gonna ask you to do as you come on, as you realize that we are live, just go ahead and hit that like button, and if you can share, you just share it so others can know that we are out live. So a couple of things that I'm going to be talking about in this one. West Indies losing that T20 game earlier today. Plus, we're also going to take a look at the first T20 game that we won. We haven't had a chance to go live since then. So we will take a look at that. Plus, the 4-day regional championship. We had the fourth round. It came to an end yesterday. Barbados, Guyana, and Windward Islands. Those were the winning teams in the fourth round. So I'm going to take a look at a couple of the outstanding players, people like Hodge, Alec Arthanes, people like we see Derval Green doing his thing for Jamaica with some all-round performance, and a couple of other people. So we're going to work our way through there. So as I said, as you come in, just hit the like button, just share if you can, so that everyone can see that we are on. And in case you don't remember, we are going to be on for the next 60 minutes, 58 minutes now remaining. So we will be here to discuss all of that. So just rock on, come in and make a deal with it. Blessings to all those who are here already. See Gustav is here, Sashin is here, and Shakir says, I am proud of the West Indies boys. All right. So in case you were busy or you just didn't watch the game today, it was a thriller, as they like to call it. So West Indies batted first and scored all of 258 for 5, with Johnson Charles getting 118. And, South Africa, they were able to chase that down, and they had over and over. I think they had around about 7 or so deliveries remaining, or 8, somewhere thereabout. So they made 259 for 4, with Quinton de Kock getting a century. His century came off 44. Well, he made 144 balls. So, it was tough. It was tough. It was a tough one to swallow. So as you come in, guys, you will notice that I'm not the usual animated and shouting. Can't be shouting too tough right now. You understand? There's an additional to the family. All right, there's an addition to the family. So I have to keep down my voice. Can't too shout and make any noise in the place. All right. Blessings. Was it really a thriller, though? I mean, South Africa won with ease. Yeah, maybe I used the wrong word there. Shouldn't have said thriller because they won, as I say, with more than an over to spare. So it wasn't too hard. Sachin says, I think it was safe to say West Indies was the only team that would have lost that match. Not even Zimbabwe would have lost the match. So the thing with that, though, as I said, I didn't have a lot of problem with them losing the match, Sachin. Is the way in which they lost the match was that I had a problem with, because the pitch, the feel, everything about it was made for run scoring and for big total. But good gracious, man, the bowlers were just indisciplined. I don't know if they thought that they had way too many runs on the board and they wanted to test their nerves, but it didn't work out. Haley Matthews win the Women IPL, proud of her, and also most wickets she got. Shout out to the captain. Good night, Sports with Bone. Big up the batsmen. Came good today, but the main bowlers fail us today. Also, the bowling looks even more weak without Joseph. We need some young bowlers to partner him like Jaden, like Jordan or Clark. All right. Yeah, man, Supernova, blessings. Marsha, blessings. Blessings, Sashin. Haley made us proud. Champion, MVP, and purple cap, most wickets. Lone West Indian in the tournament. Very good. I knew I was hearing something in the interview video of the second T20. Hey, Supernova don't miss anything at all, you know, man. The man ears sharp, it's sharp. Don't miss nothing at all. Yeah, man, cool. It's hard to pinpoint the loss on one. It's hard to pinpoint the loss on one thing, but in my opinion, I think that we lost the match when Quinton de Kock was dropped off Akil's bowling. Yeah, that definitely didn't help us. Let me ask a question. What was wrong with Kyle Mears? Why didn't Kyle Mears bowl? Because as I said, I watched the game, you know, so I don't remember seeing him bowling. At the point when we were looking for a breakthrough and they brought in Raymond Reef, I was happy that he came in and provided a wicket. But why is it that we did not get? Why is it that we didn't get any over from Kyle Mears? Way too many all-rounders in the team, 2 frontline bowlers, and a set of part-timers. All right. West Indies bowler are not that good, so I'm not surprised they lost. I said West Indies bowlers. Oh, I think he's saying West Indies bowlers are not good. Johnson Charles showing age is just a number, and Bravo could regain his spark too. I mean, if Bravo regains his spark, that would be good, as I said, because we could use him in ODI and Test. Johnson Charles, he has seen it and he has done it, right? He has seen it and he has done it all. 2-time World Cup winner, and he has traveled around the world. He has improved his game. I remember at one point in time when people were asking what's going on with Johnson Charles, even before he started scoring a lot of runs, you know, and I was like, man, Johnson Charles is too easy to work out, but his game has definitely improved. Way. You know, I asked that same question. Why in the world did Kyle Mears not bowl? I don't know. No idea why Mears didn't bowl. Have to assume he is Philip. Oh, okay. Maybe that is the only reason. Maybe it was astonishing. That has to be the reason. More than likely, he's not fully fit. More than likely, he's not fully fit, as you said. With Rovman Powell taking the ball and bowling before Kyle Mears, more than likely suffering from something. I'll be real. Never imagined Johnson Charles in 2023 to break Gale's fastest record. I agree. I agree with that one. The bowlers cost us the match, especially the senior men like Holder, Hussein, Cottrell, is to blame. Not change bowlers like Odin and Romario. Come on, people. The bowling was weak, man. The bowling was weak. I don't know why is it they left out Alzari. Honestly, I don't know what to say. Sheldon is asking where are the bowlers. Sachin said they are sleeping. That game is the fastest record I've seen broken. All right. We can't play Holder, Odin, and Shepard. We need other specialist spacer, back up Alzari and other spinner. Hussein has not been so good lately. I wouldn't say lately, but he didn't have a outstanding series there in the ODIs, and you know, not a lot so far in the T20 game, in the T20 series. But we can't really pressure him too much yet, you know. But I agree in the sense that there are way too many all-rounders in the team. But the problem with that is the all-rounders, I guess, as we always say, they are probably stronger than the specialists and specialist batsmen and the specialist bowlers. So I guess that is why we see so many of them so often, you know. One Sachin says, one thing I had a problem with also, Cottrell did get pumped for 29 his first over, but why did he not bowl again after that? He is literally a frontline bowler. Give him the ball again. Why? When they had I think it was Markram and Miller, when those two guys were new at the crease, I was like, probably can give a frontline bowler a chance again, but chances are that Cottrell would have gone for 30 this time or in the second over or the third over. Cottrell is usually good with his first two overs. If the first one go for 29, chances are that the second one would go for 30. But I definitely understand what you're saying though, Sachin. You can't ask your frontline bowler to bowl only one over. You have to back him to come again. I can't even think of any pacers in the wings except for Obed. We have a couple of guys. They are not extremely quick. We have Jordan and a few other guys bowling. They're 138, 139. Apparently Rifa was throwing the ball. Lots of people were saying it too. Hopefully he won't get banned. Maybe because of how hard they were hit, the South Africans were hitting the ball. I didn't actually pay attention to it, but I would have to look. I would have to look back at it, but I didn't see anything like that. I would have to check back. Our bowler was bowling way too fast, then tried to slow it down with Reefer at the back end. All right, how could Reefer be our best bowler? Well, this is West Indies. Reefer is probably Reefer. Over the last couple of series, they have selected him as our best test number 3 batsman also. So you never know. West Indies still got a chance to win the series, which is good. There was a good chance of South Africa clean sweeping us. Moses say bowling is poor. Positives was that the batsmen did their thing. Pooran owes us some runs. But other than that, the top 6 have all contributed. Yeah. I mean, in the last, the second game or the first T20, I can't really knock Pooran, and also this one I can't really knock him too much. Your team get a start and you come in like that, you have to keep the momentum going. It's just sad that he got a slower delivery and got out. You understand? Jordan is not a 138 bowler. How fast is he bowling? Mid 130s, 135, maybe. Reefer arm was bending a lot. I was getting scared looking at it. Okay, so they're saying Jordan and all of them guys, they are, yeah, it's probably not up there. Probably not, probably not that fast now that I think about it. We need to try another spinner like Cornwall instead of Yannick and Chase. The selectors need to use the brains. Also, Cornwall is extra opening option and big hitter. And big hitter. All right, I hear you. Why West Indies forever one aspect team? If bowling fire, batting flaps, then if batting fires, bowling flop. I guess we can never get a full performance, a complete performance. We're always asking for that. Sports to the bone, what happened to your Jamaican team yesterday? Really thought they would give Guyana a fight with that overnight 176 for 1. But boy, losing 9 for 53 sums up West Indies. Yeah, Crick Lover, it was tough. And Kevin Sinclair getting that wicket of Jermaine Blackwood for 80, that really shattered the confidence of the entire Jamaica Scorpions dressing room. So once he went, and the thing is that Blackwood was playing well, Gilzine was playing well, but if you look from the start of the season, it's not like the team, it's not like the Scorpions have been batting well. So it probably would have been too much to ask. When is the final game? I think we play the final game on Tuesday. Why can't Preston McSween and Shamar Hola be selected? So Preston McSween, he took a 5-wicket haul yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. I think they usually want to try him for the test. Shamar Hola, I haven't seen him in a while. Is he even playing for Barbados? Somebody answer. Is Shamar Hola even playing for Barbados? The pitch call for slower bowling says Casanova. All right. Tuesday. I have a strong feeling that the teams for the India series will have about one or two changes, if not the same team. Yeah, probably, as you said, one or two. They're not going to change it up a lot. All right. Wait, we play India and the Caribbean, right? Yeah, I think India will be visiting us. Yeah. All right. So if we play in India and the Caribbean, I think Moti walks back in the ODI squad. Bravo gets a recall and Arthanes makes his debut. Why, Sachin, you are thinking like a rational person, you know. I don't know because Mo, they named this ODI squad for South Africa the other day, and not even that Arthanes didn't make. Our bowlers are dopey bats. Not talking about okay. I haven't seen Shamar Hola for entire. That's what I'm wondering, how people are asking for him to get selected. I am sure there's another holder in the Barbados team. I think he's called Shame Holder. He's taking some wickets, you know. He has taken a couple of wickets, but definitely not the Shamar Hola that they're asking about. West Indies, same old, same old. When the bowlers do well, the batsman fails. When the batsmen do well, the bowlers do rubbish like today. Can we groom Seals as a T20 bowler? I mean, if when he recovers from injury, um, he's naturally going to want to play T20 games. You know, we would have seen him playing some games for his home team Trinidad and Tobago, but you know, let us see. I think some I think some of the players should take a page from Powell and Charles' book. They have worked on their game and it's come to fruition. Chad, you are absolutely correct. A couple of years ago, 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, Johnson Charles, Rahman Powell, they were just players that you could call on every now and again and they would do, you know, but well, we haven't seen Charles in international cricket for a while. He has been consistent on the franchise scene, but you know they have been consistent. We we need to have another look at more spin options than Hussein. All right. Sports One, who should drop from the ODI team for India series? There must be changes. Do you Cornwall could get a call up for India? Um, if you're talking about calling up Cornwall, I'm not too sure if you would be. If in my book, I want to see Cornwall get an opportunity, probably in the test team as a second spinner, but in the ODI team, he's not going to get in my ODI team right now. The two spinners that I have in the ODI team, I remember this is personal. I don't have this is just my opinion. I don't have anything against Cornwall. In the ODI team, the two spinners would be Akil Hussein and Goody Kishmoti. Those would be my spinners. All right. Sports to the Bone. Was Fabian Allen picked back up by any IPL team last season? He rotated he ratted on the Mumbai bench. No, I am almost certain that he wasn't picked up. No, I am almost certain. Yeah, I am almost certain that no, he's not going to be there. I think Yannick Carrier probably deserves at least as many chances as Hayden Walsh got. I won't necessarily say that because if you make a mistake once, you don't need to make the same mistake because you want to say one man got this amount of opportunity, so let's give this. Not saying that it would be a mistake to play, but you know, because he's a leg spinner and Wash is a leg spinner, you give him so many opportunities. Doesn't necessarily mean you need to do the same thing with Yannick Correa, especially if you have other spin options coming through. The captain and the bowlers simply didn't come out with a bowling plan. I'm very disappointed with a pitch like this. As a captain, I'm telling my bowlers full and wide and also pace off. Yeah, Kenroy, the pace off option would have been the right option, no? Perfect time for a CWI to sit down with the three of them and ask them where their heads are at in relation to West Indies cricket, what's stopping them from playing. So those guys were wanted by IPL teams. The fact that they did not get pick up this year, I can guarantee you that they are going to want to play some cricket for West Indies to showcase themselves again to see if they can get pick up next year. But yeah, Smith needs to learn about bowling constructive over. All right. Are you guys able to hear me? Am I too low or you can hear me clearly? Just let me know. We need some real pace bowlers, not medium pacers. Quinton de Kock made us look too ordinary today. All right, sports to the bone. The West Indies bowlers don't know what is a Yorker. Well, even when they try, they just miss the length and turn it into full toss. Smith was bowling too fast today. All right. Sports to the bone. I'm disappointed that West Indies gave away the match. All right. I know it's an old tune we keep singing, but we need Narayan badly. At this stage, we need to groom somebody else, man. The bowling was embarrassing. The bowling was embarrassing. All right, Supernova. Good. Today game only show how much our bowlers need to improve. South Africa have a slightly better batting and they have better bowlers, so I wasn't surprised with the chase on that pitch. That's what I'm saying, Kingman. My problem wasn't that they chased the total, It was how easily they chased it. You understand that was my main problem with it. Good. All right. Evening, Lennox. Congratulations to Johnson Charles on getting 100 plus. West Indies need to develop another fast bowler and another spinner. All right. All right. All right. Good. We need to back our frontline bowlers to do their job. That's the only way they will learn and get better. Joseph should have never been on the bench. I was surprised when I woke up this morning, we already lost 1 wicket. So I started watching right after we lost 1 wicket. And when I looked at the lineup and I saw that Joseph wasn't there, I wasn't too sure what was happening. Yannick Correa in 5 matches has taken 4 wickets, average 62, economy of 7.67. So Sachin is saying that the stats, that is what he's working with. Are they bowlers or batting all-rounders? Right now, Romari Shepherd is more leaning towards a batting all-rounder. He fancies himself as a death bowler, but I don't like it. You understand? Odin Smith, I don't know. This minute he will fire with the bat, next minute he fires with the ball. I don't even know what to say where Odin Smith is concerned, but we definitely need to pick it up. As I said, the pitch was good for batting. My problem is not the fact that they chased it; it was so easy. Sports to the bone. I hope West Indies win the next match. All right. Mario said we rest our best bowler. What's the situation with Sunil Narayan? He definitely will make a huge difference and help in the transition period. Winning is important, and West Indies board should reach out to him. I think the West Indies board, I think they have reached out to him. You understand? I remember Narayan doing an interview late last year, I think, and he was saying that there are things behind the scene that needs to be ironed out, and until those are sorted, he's not too sure. But according to him, he will never say no to West Indies. I have my opinion as relates to why Narayan is not playing international cricket, but some of my opinions are extremely weird, so I don't know. Fabian Allen needs to come back in the team. Also, Sports to the Bone, is Time Holder to be dropped from the T20 team? He not performing. Why is he still getting picked? Only in the West Indies that happened. Sports to the Bone, given Banner didn't score 50 in 4 innings for Jamaica, do you see him returning for India series? I'm disappointed he didn't get a big score. All right, so remember, he wasn't dropped from South Africa according to Desmond Haynes. He was just sent home to work on a few things. So maybe they didn't actually want him to occupy the crease and score runs. Maybe they just wanted him to go out there and I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if he should just walk back in the team, because it really rough to see him play so many games at that level and didn't even score a half century. Rough. I want to see Artanis get a chance more than anything else. That's what I want to see. Smith bowl fast like Odin I think he's saying O'Shane Thomas, but them both don't do anything with the ball. No line and length, no Yorkers nor swing, neither slower balls, but balls that were too slow, especially from Shepherd. Sports to the Bone, they should bring back Josie for the next match. All right. My name Sebana is done for now. All right, Sports at the Bone heard about this cool and smooth tournament upcoming in Antigua. Maybe the closest thing we have to regional tournament, and hopefully some bowlers stand out. So the cool and smooth tournament, I thought it was going to be a T20 tournament. Winston Benjamin is set to work with a couple of guys that are coming from. I did a video on this, I don't remember if they are coming from. I don't remember, but one of the associate nations, if I'm not mistaken, will be there in Antigua, and Benjamin will be coaching. So hopefully, as I say, we can see some players coming through. Can play Smith and Shepard in the same team. What is the WICB's obsession with all-rounders? Bits and pieces, I guess. We did great in batting, but our bowlers not penetration. Why Joseph didn't play? He is out. I think he's saying he's our strike bowler. It's pressure to the next match. All right, pressure to win the next match. Bravo bowling now because he knows the only way to get into the test with all rounder. Sports to the Bone. Speaking of Narayan, he's done. He's probably done for West Indies, but I don't know if you're watching cricket over the last couple of years. Narayan is still very effective in the leagues that he plays in, and there's a strong possibility that Narayan is going to be captaining Calcutta Knight Riders for the first part of the IPL. So you stay there. Bowling really disappointing. Why stress on Narayan? We need to move forward. Odean is neither with the bat. Odean is neither with the bat nor ball. He's erratic, playing either with bat or ball. I think they should have picked Sinclair to replace Correa. Sinclair could bat and bowl. I have not seen much of Correa with bat and ball. All right. We were joyful yesterday. Today we criticize. Yeah, because once you lose a game, it means things would have gone wrong. So you're going to critique what went wrong and hope it improves. Same thing with winning. When you win, there are still going to be things that you will critique, and hopefully they will improve. Odin not firing. Okay. After the third T20 is over, when next West Indies play international cricket, all down in June. I think it's in the back end of June when we play. When we play, I think so. Sinclair, Cornwall, Alec for the India series. Sinclair, Cornwall, Alec. You're talking about the test. So what would you do with our front lines? Is a white ball. Shepard could bat. He just need to work on his bowling a little more, and he will be a good all-rounder. I like how he bat. He doesn't try to lash every ball for a boundary. He bat smart. Yeah. Why to be have 7 people on the coaching staff over there? Laura Adams, think he's saying Coley, bowling coach, batting coach, and Badri. I guess that is the dream team to beat South Africa, I guess. Sports to the Bone in India tour will start early or late July. I think it's late June. But I can double check. Sports to the Bone, everyone will come back next year to play our host will come back next year to play. Yeah, the thing is, when it's a World Cup year, you see everybody start come out of the woodwork and start talk about how they are patriotic and they love West Indies and they want to this and they want to that. When they don't get their things their own way, they walk away for a next year or 2 or 4 or whatever the case is, and then pop up again. That's a extremely long time, man. When do the 2023 World Cup qualifiers start? Those are some questions that I should be able to answer off the top of my head, but following everything that is going on, I don't remember. I would have to check. Another 3 months with no cricket, CWI could have a whole new first class season in that time. The only thing they are going to be doing is they are going to be playing the thing that they say, remember they said they're going to have a couple of other games after, but they could have some more cricket. Sports Bone, I think they should give Bravo a chance. A chance to do what? What they should give him a chance to do. We always win a match and lose the rest. West Indies take our young informed players on tour only to leave them on the bench. It's like they are afraid to give them the exposure. They'll wait until you are out of form or closer to 30 years old. And we would have seen that in the case of Alec. Seals not in the Trinidad team, so doubtful he will be there for India. It would be impossible for him to be in the Trinidad team right now. Remember, he's still recovering, Shepherd to replace Holder in T20 and ODI, and Clark to partner Joseph. All right. If it was me, Bravo, Cornwall, Arthanes in the test squad replacing Chase, Warwick, and Jordan. I don't have a problem with that. I wouldn't have a problem with that. Headley Weeks, yeah, Headley Weeks after the 4-day original. That's what I was trying to remember. Although I might be mistaken in thinking Warwick was on the South Africa leg of the test tour. I think they sent him home. I'm almost certain that they sent him home. I don't know. I think they sent him home. All right. Sports to the bone. It looked like West Indies is qualified for the World Cup, but South Africa and Sri Lanka are not qualified. No, man. It's highly unlikely that I don't know. I did a video yesterday, I think it was, or the day before, outlining what we need to do to qualify. And I am sure that it's highly unlikely that we're going to qualify. When I say qualify, I'm talking about automatic spot, right? 250 now, West Indies could not chase. I think he's saying if it was flipped the other way, we couldn't have chased the 258. South Africa will beat Netherlands exactly. Warwick played for Barbados last game. Okay, so all right. Odds Chase Chase will be in India series. I don't know to do what. I guess to bring variety. Um, I'm not knocking a man or fighting a man from making his selection as the lead selector, and I'm just wondering how is it. I'm just trying to see through it. I wouldn't be surprised though if they take him and bat him at number 4, saying that he's good at batting spin. Any word on Jaden Seals? How long was his estimated recovery? I think they said that he should start rehab, after the healing process run about. I think they were saying April, the latter part of April, he should start. April, May, start some rehab, if I'm not mistaken. Not sure who Bravo would get in for. Then, since Rifas scored versus Zimbabwe and Neres took 7 wickets versus South Africa. However, Cornwall and Arthanes must be in the squad. Arthanes must play. Why you would think it is straightforward, Supernova. Sports to the bone, that thing West Indies did where they sent Odin and all. I'm not sure if I pick up what he's talking. Alec Arthanes should be on the test team. Right. I'm right. I agree. Not only the test team, he should be in the ODI squad also. West Indies need to chase in the next match, says Roger. Why Rifa is R3 squash? Well, Rifa was when the bowlers seem as if they couldn't get a breakthrough. Rifa showed why he's there. Huh? Clive Light said that Haynes should not have been a selector. Yeah, he said that he would have more suited the role of a batting coach. Sunil Narayan is afraid to play international cricket because he might be called for his action again. Sports to the bone, that thing that West Indies did where they sent Odin and Akil in front of Chase when 20 was needed from 17 balls, nonsense. Lucky it didn't cost them the game. You would think the ideal thing would be to send a man that can play normal cricket shot to win the game. But if at that stage you don't trust someone like a Chase to do that, why is he in the team then? Right? Why is he in the team if you can't trust him to play a regular innings and guide you across the line? Why is he there? What was wrong with the bowlers? 259 or 258 should be defended. I mean, it was a lot of indisciplined bowling, short pitch bowling, and all of that. Sports it bone, the last T20 who gonna play and who gonna get dropped. Also, if South Africa did get that score couldn't score. We couldn't get it, not even close. Okay, I think he said if South Africa, if they were the one to have scored that and we were chasing, we wouldn't have been able to get it. I don't know. I don't know if South Africa bowled as loosely as we did on a field like that, on a pitch like that, maybe we would have. Maybe. To be honest, Rifa hasn't been the worst player whenever he got a chance. I agree. Crick Lover reminding you all to like up the live. Thoughts on the captaincy for this match. I wasn't impressed with a couple of decisions where the bowling is concerned. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure why Kyle Mayers didn't bowl as I said, but I am almost 100% sure that it's probably a niggler or injury because no way Ravman Powell wouldn't have given him the ball. So I question that a little bit. Um, in terms of his field placement and all of that, I didn't really have a problem with it. How he rotated the bowlers probably wasn't the worst thing. As Sachin was saying, maybe he should have brought on back his strike bowler or his frontline bowler, Sheldon Cottrell, even after giving away 29 in the first over, backing him. So that we might be able to question. But I didn't have a lot of problems with the captaincy. I don't know if he could have screw in the player in the bowler's head to bowl properly. You understand? I wonder if Rain could have the day for West. I wonder if Rain could save the day for West Indies by washing out both ODIs between South Africa and Netherlands. But they don't deserve it. You deserve things like that when you actually play hard and lose games close. When you play that bad and lose games by so big of a margin, you don't deserve them type of look there. Sports about how old is Arthur is again. I think he's 24. Yeah, he should be 24. Narayan is making money playing franchise and having fun playing club cricket. Why would he fight up with West Indies? Because of the same thing that he said. He said that he will never say no to West Indies and he's a patriot. So maybe that. Sports Bone, you're 11 for our next match. Mine is King, Mayers, Charles, King, Mayers, Charles, Poor, and Ravman, Shepherd, Holder, Alzari, Akil, and Cottrell. You definitely will get my playing 11 before the next game. Were the boundaries made shorter because it was the same ground as the first match? Remember the first match, the field was a little bit wet, was probably waterlogged. So some of the balls that were hit on the ground didn't travel as fast. You understand, Should we want T20 series? We are improving. I mean, we should play well enough to win the T20 series, and whether or not we are improving, I don't know if I can say that. Maybe we are going 2 steps forward and 2.5 steps backward. But it looks like a good little unit. We want the consistency, but where improvement is concerned, it looks like a good unit. Sheldon first over was a disgrace, no intelligence shown. The last T20 gonna be a headache after the bowlers fail. Joseph back. If Gabriel is in the squad, Gabriel placeholder or Cottrell. Gabriel is not in the T20 squad. Crick Lover, are you trying to say something? All right. But batsman demote Cottrell to a cadet the way they carted him all over the place. I thought Narayan spent time modifying his action after he got called out by ICC. I don't know between Rifa and Chase. Rifa had was looking. Oh, I think he said Rifa hand was looking. Comment went. All right, here it is. Rifa hand was looking bent while bowling. I saw production replaying his bowling. I don't know what they mean. I didn't see it, but a few other people mentioned it on here. How do you find Ravman's captain? I think I just answered that one. When is the WICB election? Before, after? You're not following what's going on, man, Kermy. That election was yesterday. I actually did a video on that today. So Dr. Shallow will be the next West Indies president, and the vice president is uh, Azim. I don't remember his last name. Someone remind me of his last name. But his first name is Azim, I'm sure. So that election, that general meeting was yesterday, and they had the election during the general meeting. Sports Bone West Indies had one player in the WPL, and she completely dominated. Yep. We are going to win the next game. Joseph really deserved that rest. Why was Joseph not playing the second T20? Raymond Reefer over caused us to lose. The man said Raymond Reefer over caused us to lose. Maybe I was watching a different game. Happy Joseph didn't bowl because they would send the ball right. Zimbabwe using his pace. Maybe he would have been smart enough to change it up. You know, he has improved. He has improved in the sense of working things out. No other team would have lost that much. It is a shame. We have played South Africa in the white ball cricket a fair amount the past couple of years, and on nearly every occasion, Quinton de Kock has been a thorn in our side. They seem to have no answer. Yep, IPL starting on March 31st. Wishing our boys all the best. I'm hoping they finally learn something. Every year they go, and it's like they don't take away anything special, especially our bowlers. Yeah, it's gonna be a weird IPL without Gale and Pollard and Bravo and them guys. Joseph needed the rest. He played Zimbabwe Test, South Africa Test, and now T20s. He needed a rest, although IPL starts next week. I don't have a problem with them giving him a rest. My only problem is I just say I don't have a problem. The only thing is I would have liked to see him out there and then try to win the series and then rest him, and he can go and play his IPL. But he has been a good servant. Do you think we need a new selector, as Clive Light said? I don't know if a selector is gonna change it. Yeah, Bazanath. Some I don't know. Some saying Bazanath, one saying Bazarath. I did a video earlier today and I read his name, so I pronounced it correctly. But Ian is saying Bazanath and Shelan has RATH, so that's Bazarath. But he's the vice president and Keith Shallow will be the president. They are expected to stay in term for 2 years. So in the next 3 minutes, I am going to finish all my chatting, and I'm going to allow you guys to come and give your talk. So if you are coming on late, I had announced earlier that there is an addition to the Sports to the Bone family. So you can send congratulations them. All right. With a new president, can they remove Haynes, or does he have a contract? I think it's probably a contract, and they would have to pay him out. If they sack him, they would have to pay him. Don't quote me though, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it works. But as I said, in the next 2 minutes, I will allow you guys to take over. Tell us what you have to say, and I will keep highlighting the comments. I can't spend a whole lot 2-3 hours on live these days. Sports Bone, you are a teacher. Hands to heart, how do you compare West Indies bowling IQ skill to other leading cricket nations? So sometimes we don't show a lot of smarts. You understand? We don't show a lot of smarts, especially on a pitch like this today. I was thinking that with the pitch good for batting like that, and we would have seen South Africa pacers travel when they don't change up the bars and thing. And I think Odin Smith, especially, and Cottrell in their first over, Cottrell in his first over especially, I'm not too sure if the IQ was there, but generally speaking, I think our bowling has improved over the last couple of years. It might sound weird saying this right now because of what happened today, but generally speaking, I think our bowlers have improved with the likes of Jaden Seas before he got injured, Roach coming back and doing his thing, and so Alzari Joseph, as you see, rising in the ranks, and Akil Hussein rising in the ranks. So generally speaking, I think we are not the worst thing. You understand? It might sound weird after what happened today, but All right, so Ian said the correction is Bazarat. All right, correction. Okay. Sports to the Bone, the India series, Yannick Chase not gonna be also will pick Brooks, but only in the ODI. as backup. All right. Sports to the bone. When is CPL draft? Someone can remind me about the CPL draft, please. It was a batting wicket. Bowlers did not show up for any team. Yeah, Crawford. It was a batting wicket, and we agree. As I said in the early part of the video, in the live, it's a batting wicket. I'm not overly mad that we lost the game the way in which we lost the game, though. That was my problem. The first 3 overs that South Africa scored 60 odd in a bridging. And if you even want to talk outside of the power play, the way in which the guys they were too short, too wide, it was just a mess. It was just a mess, total mess. Um, Smith looked like he's getting worse rather than improving. The man can't even hit 2-6 again, and his bowling get worse also. All right, Mario, blessings. Sports to the bone about to start project Chris Gale. Boy, I don't know if it's Project Chris Gale, probably project maybe one of them baseball players that getting 300 million a year contract, 300 million a year contract. All right, the link is there, so if you want to come on, you can come on the link, right? Maybe the little man grow up can turn a baseball player, 300 million a year contract and them thing. All right, yeah, man. Blessings, everybody. Thanks for the congratulations and all of that. All right. Who to tell? Maybe he will be the one to come and get Brian Lara's record, get Chris Gill's as I said stats and all of that in T20 cricket. Anyways, let me stop that now and give you guys the next probably 14 or so 12 minutes to come on. Yeah, Ian, thanks everybody. Yes, Jaden, what say you?
Good night, Source to the Bone.
Yeah, man, blessings.
Big up Johnson, Charles, and Quinton de Kock for them for their wonderful 100.
Mm-hmm.
This truly has to be one of the greatest T20 international games I ever see
Yeah.
since 2016 West Indies was India.
Mm.
But West Indies right now, we need somebody who could take wickets fast because
I mean,
Sheldon Cat.
that is why Cottrell is there now. As I said earlier, Cottrell is there because of his ability to take wickets in the first 2 overs. The problem is always when he comes back for the last 2 overs. So if he goes like that in the first overs, is a problem. But you can continue.
Um, that's why we wanted Obed McCoy there for.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, I have my eyes on Matthew Ford. That guy has to be picked for India.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew Ford has potential to be an all-format bowler. He has to
Mm-hmm.
start playing a lot of 4-day cricket. Ford could be even faster than Malzari Joseph if possible. But who we have right
What did
now?
you just say a while ago?
I've been watching Ford in the Lankan Premier League, and
Uh-huh.
Ford been chipping in with a little over 140. And Ford is 19 or 20. Ford is still young, so he has potential to bowl faster than Joseph if he
I
reach.
think he's not. Yeah, it's probably 2021 maybe, but I'm almost sure he's not 19.
After Joseph, if Seals come back for India, who Athanes has to play. I don't care what
Hold
people
on,
say.
Jaden. Someone keeping church in the background or a concert in the background, so we can't hear you. We're hearing a lot of singing. Yeah, probably Project Mbappe. All right. Jaden is trying to sort out his background.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jaden.
we have to. I want Athanes in India. He has to play. I
Mhm.
want. What about Preston Maxwell? I saw he take 5 wickets.
I think if Preston Maxwell even gets an opportunity within the red ball format, I'm not too sure if he would walk in the T20 team right now.
I'm talking about the test team. I mean,
Or test team.
if which bowler, what I don't want to bowler has in great form. Right now, Oli Smith needs to get dropped. He needs to be arrested and fix his bowling problem. And right now, Cottrell too. We're going to
Mm-hmm.
bring four Cottrell because Quinton the captain treated Sheldon Cottrell like if Sheldon Cottrell is 10 or 9.
Mm.
Cottrell didn't even get a chance to even more about doing. Before Cottrell even think about going anywhere
Hold
around.
on, hold on, Jaden. You're giving a lot of echo, barely hearing you. I'm not sure what's going on with your internet. See if you can find a better position in the house or wherever you're at, and then I'll unmute you again. Um, yeah, in the meantime, we're going to hear Sheldon. We can hardly hear what Jaden is saying. Yes, Sheldon.
Good night, brother Sports Tribune.
Yeah, man, blessings.
I was really expecting Odin Smith to do well in this series, seeing that he was one of the people who was playing SA20 and doing reasonably
Mm-hmm.
well. So I thought that he would have given us something in this series, but you know
Mm-hmm.
what has happened with the West Indies.
Mm-hmm.
We run into South Africa with everybody in form because all them boys at home
Yeah.
who ain't preparing to go to the IPL, looking to prepare to qualify for the ODI World Cup. So
Yeah.
them men right now in top form.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. Our bowling, I don't know if it's lack of confidence, lack of ability. It had to be lack of something,
Yeah.
right? That holding us back. I think we should just decide, a man should just decide, hey, you see me, I am not going to be hit today.
And I think most bowlers go into a game deciding that they don't want to give away a lot of runs. It's just that whether they are good enough to do it or not is a different thing. When they come under pressure, whether they are good enough to do it is another thing.
And you see, the thing is that the South Africa batting side so strong that
Mm-hmm.
men batting with freedom
Yeah.
because you Quinton on top.
Yeah, they had
If he out,
Hendricks. Mm-hmm.
if he out, yes, or Hendricks out, you still have Macram to come. You still have Riley
Miller.
Russo. You have David Miller. You have
Yeah.
Classen.
Yeah, it's a strong batting lineup, man.
And then you still have Rabada that could swing some bat
Mm-hmm.
down to the end. So it's a really strong batting lineup, and I mean,
And Jensen hits the ball a long way also. That left arm all rounder, left arm bowling all rounder.
well, right, and then the if the side score 113 in 11 overs,
Mm.
that is on course for roughly 250, 260 in the full 20 overs. So
Mm-hmm.
that the scoring today wasn't significantly higher than the last game. It was around the same thing. It's
Mm.
just that you know
Yeah.
we batted second and make this score rather than batting first and having to defend the score.
Mm-hmm. All right. So question though, outside of the T20 game, I just want to ask a regional question. So having seen the fourth round now, are we are we confident that batsmen are taking up the challenge of wanting to get into the West Indies test team, or there's still a far way to go?
Yes, the batsmen have done extremely well,
Mm,
especially Anthony's.
mm,
Um, my boy Michael,
mm,
if I only see him have a game, two bull pistol because he is batting very, very well, but he has for some reason gotten extremely careless.
Maybe
Right.
complacency.
I don't know if his intention is to see how fast he could score with a view of getting back into the ODI side if he can't get back into the test team.
Can't it just be a case of bowlers just getting the better of him? Isn't it possible that that is possible?
No, if you notice the last three innings,
Mm,
bowlers didn't out him. He played some get out shots.
mm,
On 95, he played a shot. On the first innings, he played a hook and get a top edge. And then in the last innings, he played back to a faster one from a spinner and get edge.
mm-hmm.
But before he get out, he was dominating the bowling in each innings. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not to say, the bowlers was troubling him that you would have see the wicket coming, eventually he would
Yeah,
have
yeah.
get out.
That is the thing, and I'm asking because at the end of the days, I just take a look at the scorecard and read out the thing because I can't watch the games throughout the days. Staying on the regional tournament, how impressed are you with Rakim Carnival? Would you be okay if they give him a call and say, listen, you are going to partner Gudikish Moti in the test team? Well, don't we play a test? Don't we have tests against India? It's not only white ball.
Yeah, we are test against India.
So would you be okay with that, or you think that they need to stick with Chase, um, or another spinner?
Um, the thing is, Muti will play in the test.
Moti is gonna play. I just looking for who's gonna partner him.
I don't think that we are going to play two spinners.
Mm-hmm.
Playing two spinners against India may not make any sense because remember, India have players, depending
Yeah.
on who come, who can play spin.
Mm-hmm. That is true. That is true.
So that ideally, where want is some quality fast bowling or swing bowling,
So
right?
so is this the perfect opportunity for us to select five batsmen or one all-rounder keeper and straight bowlers? Then this is a perfect opportunity to do that
Yep.
because
And
I would be, I don't know, but that's definitely a good point. Selecting those two spinners in the Caribbean might not be as fruitful against India. If they don't go that route, then as I said, probably it's a good opportunity to get five top order, five specialist batsmen. Your one all around there, your wicket keep. But I can't see that happening still. I can't see West Indies not because I don't. It's really difficult to pick our team because looking at who they have kept around the team, I can't see them throwing away Kyle Mayers, Raymond Reef, and Jason Wall at the same time, and that is three all rounders right there.
no, my biggest question is
Mm-hmm.
who are going to be the batsmen?
So,
Because Jadeja coming into form,
mm-hmm.
so that we can have batsmen who suspect against spin playing in
so,
that side. We're going to get bowled out.
so this is the thing where Raymond Reef is concerned. I I am sorry for him because he just scored a 70 odd. So you want to keep him in and around the team. You don't want to drop a man. You understand? Devon Thomas has been there for a little while, so he's gonna want an opportunity. But I wouldn't necessarily have a problem with well, definitely Alec Arthanes comes in. I don't know if they're going to bring back Nkrumah Banner. He hasn't done anything in the regional tournament. And I wouldn't necessarily knock out anybody if Bravo gets an opportunity. You understand? In this test series, as you said, with the spinners and all of that.
Well, that is the thing. I suspect that that was Haynes' intention when he
Mhm.
signaled to Bravo and
Yeah,
left Bravo home to bat
yeah.
to get as much practice as possible.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, as I say, Bravo gave away his wicket 3 times when we really needed him.
I mean, he has still shown composure. He hasn't managed to lead his team to victory, but he has still shown some amount of composure. My only problem is if I see them select him and don't select the next man that is clearly head and shoulders above everybody else on form in the league right now. That would might be my problem where that
No,
is
no,
concerned.
no. Athanaze for me is going to bat at number 4.
No, no, I know that you have Bravo and Arthur is, Bravo at 3 and Arthur is at 4. I am just saying my problem would be if I don't have a problem if they give it two of them an opportunity. My issue is if they say, listen, India is coming, we're going for experience that can bat spin and take that man and leave the youngster. That would be a problem for me.
No, no, no. You see, it wouldn't make any sense if you pick Athanaze because remember we picked Athanaze to go South Africa already,
Mm,
right? So we signal to Athanaze that, hey, you is the next man in line. I mean, although he didn't get on the field, we already signaled to him that he's the next man in line. So it would make no sense as a selector now if that man, after making the side, comes back, scores another century in the regional, where you're going to actually be playing your series, to then say you're not selecting him.
right? No, no,
Because
Sheldon. I hear you. I hear you,
if,
but these
if
guys,
that
these
happens,
guys, they have done things that don't make any sense for
no,
me.
if that happens, I am going to lead the campaign to fire Haynes. Now, so far, right?
Yeah.
So far, I have been supporting Haynes' approach to selection,
Mm,
where you tell people, here's what, you're on the radar, let us see what you could do, and also you you're dropping men to go back to play regional cricket to come back.
yeah.
Right? You're dropping men to go to play regional cricket to come to get back form. That is
Mm,
how it used to be done in Haynes's days when Haynes used to actually be playing for the West Indies. So he has adopted what was working for the West Indies back in the day,
mm.
you know?
I
So
hear you. I hear
I
you.
wanted to say that.
I hear you. There's one thing Supernova was saying we need to shout out Windward Island for really taking the feel like how they have done, especially under the young captain Alec Arthur is doing his thing. So shout out to them. Sheldon, Jaden, we're gonna have to leave it right here for this evening's show, right? Yeah, someone is asking, how do you call in? So whenever we're live, there's a link in the description. Once I can identify you from the comment section and know that you're someone that is here, then all you need to do is click the link and come in. We're gonna have to close this one off for today, but Sheldon, and Jaden as usual coming on to give their words as it relates to our game. I know that you guys crave the 2 hour, 3 hour live shows that we are used to. But you know the situation. Things change, and we definitely have to just make sure we stay in touch and just keep it going. So we're gonna leave it right here for now, peeps. Just stay
All
safe
right, brother.
and in touch with us.
Congratulations again.
Yeah, man, Sheldon. Thanks. All right, blessings, everyone. Thanks again for the support, and I'll see you all hopefully tomorrow in another video. Big up on yourself.